Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu, brothers and sisters and boys and girls. Welcome to the session of web designing with the help of WordPress, inshallah. I don't know, there are various variety of people here today, and I'm getting my sunlight on the side. Is it getting better? Oh yeah. Nice. So it's a good day to study something. It's a sunny day in UK. A lot of noise here. Okay, right. So you've seen the poster as it says. I'm going to share my presentation. Don't worry, it's not going to be a presentation only stuff. It's going to be a practical session today. So mostly we will be going through the practice, online live sessions, inshallah. Let me start the presentation. Where is that? Okay. Share my screen, new share, and the presentation. Yeah. I hope you can see my screen. Can you see? So can you see? Okay. All right. Great. Right. First thing. Oh, okay. I'll go to the last screen. Yeah. Right. So welcome to web designing. Web designing, we already last week before last, we discussed about HTML and CSS and some other JavaScript stuff using a basic web pages and the navigations and some alert functions using JavaScript and things like that. Today, we're going to see how to design a proper commercial or your pleasure oriented websites, web pages, where that can be hosted on a site and that can be even monetized. Like you can make it as a way of source of secondary income, or if you are really interested, that could be your primary income as well. So inshallah ta'ala, the sites that I'm planning to do today, it's something that we charge here in UK from £1,200 to it depends on from £600, £1,200, and even can go up to £5,000 standard. But if it's very complicated, that can go higher. So if you are a WordPress developer, if you become a WordPress developer, not a designer, developer, I explained that later, the difference between designer and developer. If you become a developer, then you can manage, you can be working from anywhere, even self-employed or working from home. There are so various freelancing opportunities once you complete this, inshallah. Right, so let's jump into that. So let's become a millionaire soon, hopefully, inshallah. Right, next page. Yeah, WordPress. Okay, go jump into 3 pages. Yeah, so we want to learn the terms first before we get into this deep ocean of these internets. Let's learn a couple of things. So the survival factor, you need, see, before you jump into the pool, you need to make sure you know swimming. So this is the equipment that supports you to survive. Like domain. What is domain? I mean, you must have heard of the term domain, domain name, domain name, domain name. So domain is a way of identifying a specific site, website. Let's make it very simple. A website is identified with the name of the domain. For example, www.google.com is a Google website identified using that domain, google.com, or or www.bbc.co.uk is identified the BBC official website. Same with bbc.com is also identified with the BBC official website. So those two domains, but same website. If you see bbc.co.uk or bbc.com, so they both referring to the same organization. So they maintain that in a way where bbc.co.uk is more focused on UK oriented stuff, and when it's .com, that more focused on international stuff. So the way that you want to separate your web page content, you use different domains. say .org, mostly the organizations will use .org. Say for example, slip.org.uk. So we are a UK organization, so we use the domain slip.org.uk. So commercial sites mostly use .com. Say if it is a government site, they use .gov.uk. So HMRC, they use the domain name hmrc.gov.uk. nhs.gov.uk, so tfl.gov.uk. So these are government sites. If it's academic site, they used to use .ac.uk if it's in UK based academical organization. So the domain names pretty much define the type of the business or the type of the content that's going to be inside. But nowadays, originally the domain names used to be 3 letters. Nowadays, it's very flexible on the names. Like you can buy a domain, like I can buy a domain name kishorrahim.london. So I can say, oh, kishorrahim.me or kishorrahim.star. So whatever, say you can buy a domain name, depends on who's providing. Say these domain names, we already discussed about it. These domain names are registered in a big registry. So as long as somebody is has the license to sell that domain, for example, is similar way, like I don't want to bring that example. Let me say, okay, the pharmaceutical stuff. So if not everyone can sell the prescription based stuffs, only the pharmacies, only authorized pharmacies are allowed to sell. Same way comes with in some countries the tobaccos. Not everyone can, or even the meat. Not everyone can sell the meat. So only the licensed people can sell the meat. So same way, the domains, the extension .com, .co.uk, .gov.uk. You can't buy it. Say I can't go and buy kishorrahim.gov.uk because .gov.uk is managed by just to make sure people to give more extra confidence to the people. They made sure that .gov.uk is only authorized by the government, authorized to use for the government or the organization. So that's how they differentiate these. So that's also known as URL. We mentioned about that last class. So you know what is URL and what is domain now. So domain and the extension. So don't get confused when I said, when we will be referring this term domain again and again. So when I say domain, you know what is domain. I'm referring to a website basically. Now, next term we will be using today is hosting. Hosting is a very important term, or some people call web space or even web server. So last class we discussed about client server architecture, client refer, server respond, right? So two people. It's a communication between your PC as a client and the server as a server, as the client server. So the other PC which is sitting on the cloud is known as a server. So this communication here needs to be identified. So to communicate, you communicate using the domain name. So you say, I go to the domain name and then get the details. Now, third one, WordPress installation. So I'm going to show the installation. How do we install WordPress here? And then admin folder, I will tell you, once you install the WordPress, you have to log into the admin area to do all the stuff. So the admin portal will be telling you about the details. The next one is the templates. WordPress is fully based on templates. There are a variety of templates, various templates. Template is kind of skin. Say I wear this shirt. So if I have another shirt, then I can change. I can remove this and then put the other shirt, not in front of the camera. So of course I go and then change the shirt. Same way, we change the template. So when we change the template, as I said, I don't change in front of camera. So what I do, I cover something. So that's I block my site. I say some site you might have seen, say under constructions. So the reason is they making some changes. So during that time, they just put a temporary landing page so people don't see those unorganized stuff in the page, in the website. So we will show that. We will discuss about that later when we actually get into that. I don't want to talk too much theory here, but still these are very important things. So when I say later, you will know about it. The next one is plugins. Plugins are a beautiful creatures, or some small sort of scripts that built in, or that's available to plug into your website. So for example, you in your website you want to attach a contact form, so you want to add a form where you can capture the name, address, and the email address, and you can call them later, or telephone number, and you can call them later. So this form can be a plugin. So you get the plugin, then you just plug it in. So that's the beauty of this the plugin things. And the next one is very important thing, which is update. This is third time in my series I'm talking about these updates, making sure we up to date. It's very important. WordPress, the next slides I'm going to talk about the WordPress more in detail. So this WordPress is being an open source. We have to make sure, and all these plugins and templates are third party, that we're getting it from outsiders. So we want to make sure that these are up to date. Otherwise, the sites are more juicy for the hackers. So we don't want to get into that. Okay. And I've mentioned a little URL here if you want to take a screenshot. This or you can search for the top 10 website builders. So you can see WordPress is one of them, and there are many others like Wix, or other sites available where you can build many of them. But WordPress is self-sustained, so you can have your own. So you have a lot of flexibility with WordPress, transparency, or you can, as a developer, you will enjoy more. Right, next one. Oh, end of slide. Oh, what happened? Oh, here, this one. WordPress. WordPress is again, it's an open source content CMS. We call it content management system, which is licensed under GPL v2. Uh, that means anyone can use it. So you can, as a person, as a user, you can use it. As a business, you can use it. As an organization, you can use it. So anyone can download, and then they can make changes and they can use it. A CMS, content management system, is basically a tool that makes it easy to manage important aspects of your sites. So there can be various, when you create a site, you don't just create for fun. So there is a reason for it. There is a requirement. So this CMS, these plugins can be fulfilling those requirements. For example, you want to show your address in a Google map on a website. So you can get a plugin, and you can place that in your page so people can see where exactly your location is in. We'll see that later, inshallah. And then there are business websites developed, and e-commerce stores, which is very interesting. So suddenly you can become an online reseller or seller. So you can start your own shop. You can have your own shop, and then you can start selling stuff using that. So which is good. Blogging. So if you are good in writing, if you enjoy writing, then you can start up your own blogging sites. And you won't believe that even once a week, or even twice a week, every fortnight, you create a blog about something, and then you upload there. And after 6-7 months, you'll see you have so much of work stored there. And how it's going to help, once the blogs get to known by these search engines, and if it's something relevant, say you talking about, say for example, latest say coronavirus, so you just keep on adding whatever you find, whatever you hear, into a blog. And then SEO, so Google search, identify, oh, this is a good site, and then that site will come to top. So there are companies who's looking for bloggers, content writers. Is a good job. So if you are good in writing, I mean these are very good market. There is a good market for all these things, writing stuff for the website. So because as more websites they coming up with, they need more content. So they want the unique content. So if you are a blogger, start practicing. And it's free to create a blogging website using wordpress.org. Just go and then create a login, and then you start creating your blog, which is automatically get optimized. And then one day you will find, and on that day you can call me and say thanks, inshallah. And the sites can be for your own profiles. Say you can portfolios about yourself, you can upload. How that's going to help you, like you are, I don't know your age, most of you are, you all are young and healthy, I guess. So if you want your CV, when you submit your CV for a job, you can say this is my website, so go and check my portfolio, so that you can have all the interest and even some experiments or some funny stuff, some exciting stuffs you have done in your life, that can be captured and then stored in that website. So if someone's really interesting, they might employ you, thinking you'll be useful asset for their organization. So that's it. So that's all the theories I have. I'm going to get you to the deep blue ocean of WordPress. How do I come out now? Okay, great. Now, can you see my screen? Stop sharing, and I want to share my other window. 1 minute, yeah? I'm sorry, you have to see me now. Right. I want to talk about something about this. Where is the sharing? Yeah. Yeah, right. Right. There are various, can you see? Yeah, you can see. Right. There are various, these are the top sites. I mentioned about top 10 sites. Wix is there, but I don't like Wix, and I don't recommend anyone to go with Wix. So, once you get in there, you won't be able to come out. And I have not used site 1 to 3, but WordPress is there. See, a very reliable, positive feedback considering the number of installations. I read an article saying 35% of the websites are built using WordPress. I don't know whether it's true or not, but then it's massively used. The CMS, one of the highly used CMS right now in internet. So WordPress you can rely on, and the amount of plugins and other templates available, you won't be dissatisfied. So inshallah. And cPanel. So I mentioned about the hosting. Say this is the plan today. I want to I have a domain here, kishorrahim.co.uk. So the domain is empty. See, 404 not found. What that means, this particular domain is available, .co.uk, kishorrahim.co.uk domain. Remember the word domain is available, but the domain doesn't have any files to show. There's nothing to show. So what is in my domain? So the domain, I have hosting. That's why this message comes. If there is, let's try a funny name, say empty bottle.com. I don't know if it's available. Emptybottle.com. Ooh, that's available. Sorry. What a wrong guess. Let me say, what do I see here? Huh? Doctor, no, that's available. I want something that's not the big blue tree with fruits.com. So I hope there is no such a website like this. See, Safari can't find the server. So there is no such a site available. I just wanted to show you that when you type something, if you find like this, so something wrong with either the site. If you know there is a site, then check the spellings to make sure you typed correctly, or else this is a wrong site. So here, if you get 404, that means there is a website, the domain is correct. See, this is the domain. So domain is correct, but there is nothing to show. So the file server. So where is my web server, the hosting space, which I mentioned, the second slide. If I can show you here the slides, the second thing, hosting. You can't see, sorry. Right, the hosting, that's my second point. So hosting is here. I'm showing you my cPanel, which it depends on who you getting the hosting with. So in my hosting, I have cPanel's account here. And in my cPanel, I have all these features. Like I can check the files. So if I go click here, I can see all the files and folders. Say public HTML is my main folder. Here it's empty, it's nothing. Normally, last session we discussed about the files. So we said index.html will be the file that we use. So let me create one file, index.html. So I'm creating this file in this folder, public HTML. You can see this clearly, right? And then I create this file. We have not gone to WordPress yet. There, I'm just explaining about the hosting and reason for this message. We got this message. Now I created one empty file in my web space, hosting space, or in my cloud. This is the cloud space. I have created a file and this 0 bytes because I just created one file. There is nothing inside. Then let's see what I see here now. I'm refreshing my page. Reload. Now that error message is gone. It's no longer the previous error message, but I am seeing an empty page. Why? I have the main file which the web server is looking for, which is index.html, but the file doesn't have anything. So it shows empty. It's showing nothing. So let me edit this file and add something. I want to edit, and I'm going to say, we can say HTML and head. You remember all these? Title is what? My page. And I want to say body. Yes, of course, my body, and it has a h1 tag. Hey, I am alive. Great. So I am saving these changes, and now I am going to refresh. Oh, let's see, all excited. 3, 2, 1, reload. Hey, I am alive. So I am alive now. So whatever I type there is going to come. It's magic. So let's see something else. Did we learn about P? Yeah, paragraph, isn't it? So this is my first paragraph. While I am typing there, if you want, save changes, refresh. Hey, hooray, it's there. Uh, but if you want, you can go to, you can use another device or even on your PC. Right now, you can go kishorrahim.co.uk. You will see the same thing. You will see, hey, I'm alive. This is my paragraphs, because this particular domain is publicly available. That means anyone from anywhere in the world, they can see this, except they blocked this particular domain.
Yes,
Otherwise,
sir.
they can see. You can use your mobile phone to see whether you see the same page. So if I change anything, it's live. That's what you call the site is live. So every time I add a different stuff, is going to be reflecting P. So this is my second para. Save, refresh. See, the paragraphs automatically comes one after the other. So is it making sense? Is it interesting? So did I make your day? Yeah. Okay. Insaf says no. Right. I'll buy you ice cream. Next one. So let's jump into WordPress now. This is not WordPress. This is about web hosting. So with three things we learned about. One is the cPanel. In the cPanel, I went to this public folder, which is the main location where the files are stored. All the web pages, web files are stored. In that, index.html, so it depends on the server. Index.html can be the startup file, or index.php can be a startup file. I can change this extension to PHP, even though the file doesn't have PHP script, but PHP is also part of HTML. So still I will get the same thing. So index, but if I change it to something else, let me say, if I change it to PHP E, okay, I've changed it to this extension, and if I refresh, I see nothing. See, there is nothing found, there is no index found. So this is what happens. So you see the importance of these files and the file names and the file extensions. Okay, right. Now let's get into WordPress. Now I want to install, that's my next task which I mentioned. I want to install WordPress. Installing WordPress is pretty straightforward, and it depends on who you getting the service from. So in my case, I provide my own service, so I have the installation here in my cPanel. And if your hosting is providing cPanel, then you will see the installation somewhere down here. Here, WordPress. Can you see WordPress? If you see, you can nod your head. Yeah. If you don't see, then of course you open your eyes wide, so you will see here. Can you see my mouse here? So that's WordPress. So I clicked it, so I came here. So here it's trying to install the WordPress file. So here there are the files. I have only one file. I don't want this file, so I can delete this file. Yeah, because I don't want this file now. I am installing WordPress. So I've come here. Let me show the WordPress again, how I came. So in my cPanel, I can type WordPress. So it shows me WordPress manager, or they comes with software installation, this applications installation. Inside, if I go this application, it will show me all the softwares available for me to install. One of those is WordPress. Drupal is also another CMS. You know what is CMS, right? I don't have to say that. I just say the one last time. Content management system. So where you can have so much of content and other plugins and a template based on. So Drupal is also one of that, but we're not going to get into Drupal. Drupal compared to WordPress, Drupal is slightly difficult, a bit more advanced, but WordPress is like, it's sweet. Right. So I'm going to install WordPress. There are so many other, you can see, we're not going to go there. Yeah. If I have to go, even a lot of them I have never used. I don't even know how they work. Yeah. So WordPress install. So as soon as I bring my mouse over, it says install. So I can click install. Yeah, it's loading. Now it's asking me, so some basic settings. The WordPress, which version it's asking which version you want to install. The latest version they have in this server is 5.4.1. So I'm saying I want to install the latest version. It's always, that was my other point, update. So make sure your versions are up to date. And so 5.4.1 is the latest version I have. So I will install that. Then choose the location. Where do you want to install? So basically, is it HTTP or HTTPS, or HTTPS or HTTPS and www? So how do you want your site to appear on the browser? So that's what. So I'm just choosing https://kishorrahim.co.uk. So it depends on who you getting the service with. Sometimes it may be HTTPS, sometimes it will be only HTTP. Yeah. And then Kishore Rahim, if you want a subfolder, you can assign. Otherwise, don't worry, we can leave it. Now, the title of my site, what is my site is going to do? I haven't decided yet. So let me say I want to create something about me, then I will put my name. If I want to create my website to sell something, then I will put the name of the site or name of the shop that I'm going to start up with. So let me say, can I say bookshop? Yeah, that's the thing. Oh, your bookshop is the name of the website. And the site description, normally websites can have the main tag, main header, and underneath a small tag about what is this site about. So if you want, if you don't want, I mean, it depends on, if you don't want to show anything, you can leave it. But they say we sell books. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, of course, we sell books. And this is very important. Admin account. I mentioned about users, the admin panel, the admin account. So by default, it gives you admin. I highly recommend don't keep the username as admin. because that's the default name. So we don't want to use the default name. We always give a different name that can be remembered. Say sometimes I give the name of somebody or whatever, but make sure you remember. It's very important. And also the password is very important, and also the email address which you're going to use here is also important. So if I use admin at I can use an email address. So I come to that later. So here, um, username admin, or I can put admin dash uh, shop, or shop admin. I can put shop admin. And the password, yes, it's very good to have the password as password. Is it? Huh? Yeah, I know you're laughing. So password is the weakest password ever. You know, we checked last time. I just show you. Password was a password. Is it password manager? Uh, did we check here? No, that's a different one. Okay, right. We'll check that later. Anyway, you can check your strength of your password. I don't want this. The file is not there. Right here. So a good password, you must a good password. You can see. You see, it says bad. See, it's so bad. See, it's it to say you the strength is only 37%, even though it's not 37% strength password. So let's make a password. A good password is a combination of characters with capitals and symbols, and numbers and symbols. You must use symbols just to make sure your password is strong enough. So let's say I want to use what is this? I have Costa Coffee. Yeah, cos for 3 dollar C O F F dollar E. Yeah, nice. Oh, it's doubly. Yeah, this is, I won't even remember. I'm copying this, okay? Because I don't want to lose the password. So I'm pasting it somewhere. So just in case. Yeah, so you can see the password. You can't see, isn't it? It's okay, I can see. As long as I can see, you are safe. Shop admin is the username, and Costa Coffee is the password with so much in between, right? Admin email, this is also very important. In case if you forgot the password or username, you can use this admin email to recover it. So I'm going to give Kisho at acutech.co.uk as my admin email. Okay, now let's come advanced options there. We don't need to worry about it. This is the name of the database. Database name is it says 173. I'm just going to say DB. And table prefix, what the table they want to in front of the table. We don't need to worry about all these things. That's fine. The next one is something interesting, which is even though I'm not going to use this later, but I'm just going to set it up. There's a requirement of a template. You need to choose which theme you want to use it for. Theme is the kind of, I said, the dress you want to put for your website. So you can choose. There are so many. It will load one by one, depend on various themes. But you see here, but you won't see the same thing once you install. So I'm just going to get this one, select this one, and then say install. And you can also get the copy of installation details to you, one of your emails. Say I can say send a copy to Slip. Yeah, let's send it to admin at slip.org.uk. Yeah, so send a copy to that installation, and I'm ready to install. Let's, shall we? This person looks like Dr. Rice, isn't it? I just noticed. Okay. Right, 3 2 1 install. Okay, so it's happening now. Submitting data 5%, 6%. Okay, so while it's installing, if you have any questions, please feel free. I think you can, yeah, you can unmute yourself and ask. If you have any questions, anybody?
Yeah.
Yes, please. What's your
Um,
name?
Roshin.
Oh, Roshin, I know you. How are you? What's your question, Roshin?
I haven't been here for the past session, so I don't know much. I don't know what's hosting.
Hosting, even nobody knows here. So this is the first time they're seeing. So hosting is somewhere, something that where you store all your files online in a server. It's like a big computer somewhere.
Okay, thank
So
you.
did you go to this site kishorahim.co.uk in another computer, another browser?
Yeah.
Okay, when you go to this, or you go to bbc.com, or you go to your school online logins, isn't it, to see your homework? So they all coming from a computer, big computer somewhere sitting in the internet. Is
Okay.
it's called server. Server
Yeah.
are hosted by. So they turn on the server, and then they make sure that when somebody access the server, they get access to the web page. So that's called
Okay.
hosting. It's
Okay.
just need to know hosting, and you don't need to get into too much details on how the hosting is working, but you need a hosting. So where can I get a hosting? You can see web hosting. There are so many people. Fast host, they provide hosting for 2.50 a month, or or this, or one ons ions, they provide £1 a month. So there are so many people providing hosting services. Yeah. So don't worry about the hosting, but then hosting, you need something to buy. You need to buy from somewhere. Any others having any questions?
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Yes, I've got a question.
Yes.
Basically, I don't really understand the different types of domain because there's like what's the differences?
The domains, like you have .co.uk as the domain extensions.
Yeah.
Domain is a way of identifying a website. Say for my the company, for Sleep, they have a domain called sleep.org.uk. So people identify sleep.org.uk belongs to the Sleep. So if you go to bbc.co.uk is identified by BBC. So it's a way of, in a computer there are so many files so available. So to specifically identify a specific file, you name each file, right? So
Yeah.
if you create, like, I know you're going to sing a nasheed tomorrow, so the nasheed you must have stored in your PC somewhere to print out. So you name that file, whatever, right? Perhaps nasheed for inspire from tomorrow, is it?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. So when you want to open that file, by looking at the file name, oh, this is the file I'm going to open. Same way, the domain. So for each organization, they have a domain. Domain name can be anything, a
Okay.
set of numbers and letters with an extension .co.uk. Are you asking about the extension .co.uk, .com?
Yes.
Okay. So .co.uk is normally known as the commercial sites for .co in UK, and .com is commercial sites for mainly used for USA, but now everyone consider that as an international site.
Okay.
.org normally taken by organizations. Let me take you to 123, right? Yeah. So this is a place where you can buy domains. Like let me see, I want to buy a domain, uh,
Bye. Wow.
coconut tree. Can you see?
Yeah.
Coconut tree.co.uk, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Search. Oh, I should have searched for your name, Rehab.
Huh?
Well,
My name.
huh?
My name.
Yeah, rehabrias.co.uk. Yeah, let's see. Sorry, it's still showing coconut tree. uh, I said children. .co.uk. I'm just going to check. Like this domain is already taken. This is NCC site, so I'm
Yeah.
just checking if it's available.
Huh?
Why
My one.
it's taking? Okay, right. It's taking the previous one now. Now it's fine. Yeah.
Okay.
Childrencompetition.co.uk. Sorry, childrencompetition.co.uk has already been registered. Who registered? I know because it's with us, our NCC website. So that's already registered.
Yeah.
Now they're saying childrencompetition.uk is available. It's on sale, so I can buy this domain. So this is called a domain. .net is available. .store is available. So if I am going to sell something, I might choose this, but then again, I might buy this or I might buy .com. It depends on, or .life is available, .com is available, but then childrencompetitions.com. Can you see the difference? So the domain name, there is a S plural in that. So this is the name of the domain, and this is the to identify the kind of domain, we can say, or type of domain, or the extension of the domain. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, well done, good. Next, anyone?
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam.
So I've missed some of the lessons. Can I find a way to watch them back again?
Today's lesson?
No, not today's lesson. I've missed the past lessons. Is there
Past
a way
lessons,
to watch
okay.
them again?
They all in Facebook page.
Okay.
If you go to facebook.com/sleeve UK official.
Yeah.
You go there, and then you go to videos. Now, today's lesson is also going live, so it's recording now. But other everything. So if you go previous lessons, if you scroll down, base Ramadan, MySQL. Okay, it should be there here somewhere in about web designing. Yeah, so you'll be able to see that there. Sleep UK.
Okay.
Official. Okay, anyone else? So let's go, let's move on now. Yeah, okay, if anyone, otherwise we'll move. Yeah, right, now I've installed. Let's see, where is my installation? Spectaculous. Yeah, right, so congratulations, the software was installed successfully. So it will only take a couple of minutes, but since we had a few questions to answer, so it took a little longer to come back here. Otherwise, WordPress has successfully installed at kishorrahim.co.uk, an administrative URL. You remember I mentioned about admin? So this is where the admin URL. So do you remember the password now? Oh, Costa Coffee. Ah. So see, I copied here. See, so it's, see, I'm clever, isn't it? So well done, well done. Okay, yeah, I know nobody's doing that to me. Right, so I have copied somewhere. So make sure you have the password store. Why did I do that? To show you the importance. After installing, you won't remember the password, so you will be in trouble. You still can manage to get that, but it'll be useful to write it somewhere. Right, let's go and see my website. This is my kishorrahim.co.uk, isn't it? So I enter that. Oh, exciting. Look at this. Previously it was showing nothing available. Now there is a website available and shows it's my bookshop. Of course, it's a bookshop, but it's, I don't see any relativeness about this picture to bookshop, but I still can change it, isn't it? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to design this. Now I have a website complete, installed, and it's ready to go, but I want to design this now. Let's go back. So what is the admin? To design, I need to get into the admin URL. So admin URL. And if you remember, I mentioned, I gave my email address. So let's check. Sleep. Here, the installation. Can you see? They have not given the password, but they have sent the user. Oh, sorry, you can't see. Sometimes I think I'm clever, but I'm not clever. Yeah. Can you see now the email? This is the email arrived after installing. Once the installation was completed, I received an email here. And I received another email with here. Oh, sorry. Oh, no, that's admin email. So I won't come there. So this is the email I received here. Okay, right. Let's go back to my web page. Yeah. Right. Somebody chatting. Anybody was asking? Also, please explain the different types of domains. Okay. HTML, PHP. Okay, HTML, PHPs are not domains. HTML is the page which we created. It's a script, and PHP is also a script. HTML, last week we mentioned hypertext markup language, and oh, well done. Okay, well done. So you know the answer. Great. Now let's go here. So sorry, this my bookshop. So I want to change this completely. I'm not going to use, I don't like this template actually. So I want to change completely something relevant to a bookshop. So zoom out there, go away, zoom, top 10's done. cPanel, previously cPanel was empty, isn't it? Only these two files were there. Let's refresh and see after install. Oh, see all these files. If I sit and type all these, it will be taking at least 2 months to complete all these. But thanks to these WordPress people, we simply in 2 minutes, all these files are installed and I have a website available. So I would say you don't go here, you don't do anything here. These are all just, I wanted to show you. So this is the hosting space. This is the place where all my files are stored. So now somebody asked me previously about hosting. So this is the server. This is not my computer in my home. This computer is actually sitting somewhere. I don't even know where it is. It's in the cloud. So there is a server sitting in the cloud connected, and then I can access remotely to upload all these files. If I delete any of these files, my site will not work. Yeah, shall we try that? I don't want to do that. It's too much. Yeah, right. Let's see. Yeah, I like doing this. Which one should I say? The WP config. Yeah, let's see. This is very important file. WP config is where all the configurations are. I'm editing this. Can you see? This is the database password was taken, and this is the DB. So I'm just changing the name of the database. Yeah. Oh, I'm just, yeah, name of the database to, I'm adding www at the end. Yeah, just being funny. So let's go to my website. This is my website. I am refreshing it now. Ooh, error establishing database connection. Is it making sense? So if you get anything changed here, you will get the whole site is now not accessible. So just make sure nothing is changed. So I'm just undoing it. Sorry. I am just undoing it and saving it again, and I'm refreshing it. So the site is back. Well done. Now so we can tap ourselves. Now let's go to the admin. Admin is wp-admin. I can show you that file folder here. This is the folder where all the admin files are stored. So by default, WordPress will have these 3 folders: wp-admin, wp-content, and wp-include. So these 3 folders are used to store various files. Okay, right. So we don't need to know what is in source. I'm just closing. So after this, I don't need to come here because I wanted to show you this hosting place. Now either I can click in this link, or I can click here and then add wp-admin and enter. Now it's asking me the username and password. So do you remember the username? What was the username? Can somebody tell me?
Shop admin.
Shop.
Shop admin. Shop admin.
Shop.
Admin.
Is it shop admin?
No, it's shop hyphen. Shop hyphen admin.
Password, who's the clever person to remember the password?
Costa Coffee.
It's not Costa Coffee. Even I don't know the password.
CO53.
Capital C-O
S53.
S53. Yeah, don't worry about it.
PA.
Yeah, yeah, that's fine. I copied it, so I know. So this trouble. So that's why I copied it, so I can paste it here. Well done for remembering that. But don't try to come to my site again. I will be changing the password. Yeah. So don't try to hack my site. Yeah. I will know who's coming now. Right. You can see the password here. Yeah, this is the password I typed. I pasted, and then you can choose the remember me option if it's your home PC. If it's not your home PC, then don't remember. And since I'm using my Mac, it will ask me to put it in iCloud keychain. If you want, I can, yes, of course, it's useful for me. So I stored it in my keychain. You know, keychain, if you are using a Mac, it's a store password storage place. So all the passwords are there, connected with your iCloud. Yeah, great. Now this is the admin portal, so admin area, we can say. When I say dashboard, I can see everything. Hello?
What did you do, Nana?
Okay, who's singing there? Right. So if you have, this is the admin area where we can see all the files and all the pages and everything there. Say, when I went to the website, kishorrahim.co.uk, I have some page here. So here, they all should be here. Is it the sample page? This sample page is here. When I click this, I'm loading this sample page. I mean, the WordPress is loading this sample page. So that sample page is this one. So I can click and edit. Okay, this is standard WordPress, don't worry. So sample, this is the sample testing page. And is it what I'm seeing? This is the example page. So if I change something here, this is the example page. I am editing here. And I have to update. I'll tell you about preview later. I updated. Now I come back here and I am refreshing it. Can you see? I am editing here is come. If you are looking into my site, if you in your other computer or mobile, if you refresh, you will be able to see the changes that I've made. So that's the beauty of live. But then again, if I am constantly editing, then I don't want everyone seeing halfway, half cooked, isn't it? So you don't want, when the guests are coming to your house, you don't want to show them how you cook your food. You want to just present and then complete and give them the finished final product. So this way we can see. So let's go back and sample page. I want to change that to help is here, and I update and refresh. Help is here. That's the title of the page. So it's making sense. The page is very important. It's making sense to you. Any questions? You can stop me now. Otherwise, I'm jumping into the next gear.
What's the website like that you host on? Is that it?
Sorry, I can't hear you.
I don't get the bit about like the website you're on right now, not the WordPress, but the other one.
This
The
one.
one where the one where you write everything.
One I write here.
No,
This one.
the nitrogen
Nitrogen.
thing.
No. This is the space I use. So don't worry about this. That depends on your hosting space, like whoever you getting the hosting, their name. My hosting was nitrogencloudhosting.co.uk. Like you can use 123 hosting, so it will be 123hosting.co.uk. Making sense?
Yeah.
Okay, I know it's not very clear, but hosting side is not what we that's too technical. Yeah, so I'm just showing that so that you know a little bit of it, but main area is WordPress designing. So here, this is what we're going to focus more on. So help is here. So whenever I change my file, I get the changes changing on my main website. Right. Next, so these are the pages. Now after that, in the appearance, you will see something called themes. If you remember, I mentioned about themes and plugins. So these two things we discussed about previously, right? Themes and plugins. If I go to themes, these are the skins. So if I don't like this, I want this, so I can change the theme. I can change the dress for my website. So I can simply activate. It's very simple. I activate. I click and I activate this theme. So now it's come here. So this is the active theme. Now can you see the word active? So active. So if I refresh my page now, it's completely different. If I go to my home page, is it what you saw before? No. So it's different. So the theme actually decides how my website is going to look for the users. So the purpose of creating the website is for other people to see, right? Come to the site and see that. So the theme is actually helping me to do that. Any questions in this point? Is very important. Anybody?
So does the theme change everything? I mean, if you change your theme, does the theme change also your content and other, like, I mean, how it's arranged?
That's only the skin. It's like a shirt. The way I look outside is, but the contents are me. You don't change me. It's only the skins are changed. So
So
the
what I
way you portray your website is what it changed. Well done. Good question.
Okay.
Anyone
How do you change everything?
change everything?
How do you change something?
Yeah, that's what we just changed here. So it was previously, it was this theme. So let me go back to this one. I came to themes and I saw these themes, I liked it, and then I activate. Now if that's now it's gone to, can you see, this is the active theme now. Construct EX is the active theme now. If I go back to my website and if I refresh, that changed to the other theme. So the theme is basically a different way of organizing or showing. Say your living room, you have a fridge, you have a TV, you have a dining table, you have a sofa, you have a coffee table, all these, and you can organize in different way. You can paint a different color to the walls, and you can bring the fridge from one corner to the other corner. That's what the theme is doing. Yeah.
But how do you get to the manage themes page?
Manage theme page is here in the, when I go to my admin, WP admin here. Let me go back again. Yeah, I log out. This is my website. Yeah, you clear up to here? I installed WordPress and I got this website.
Yes.
Now to go to change the themes, I have to log in. So WP admin. So I log into the admin. Now I have to type the username and password. So my username password is already stored. So I'm just shop admin, and password, which is, you already know, the Costa Coffee. So I log in. Once I log in, I go to the admin area. This is the admin area. Is it making sense? I forgot your name.
Roslyn?
Rosalind. Yeah. Is it making sense now?
Not really.
Not really.
I don't have the admin page.
Okay. Okay. Admin. Your website, your original website is there, and then
Yes.
you just type WP admin, and you will come to this page, which is the admin page. Here you type the
But I don't have a username and password for the admin page.
you know, I mean, when you install, you will get these, because it's my username, my password. If you want a website for yourself, then you have to get these details. I mean, unfortunately, that's not coming for free. So you have to get this, and then you have to log in. Okay, right. We'll come to that a bit later about that. And here we are in the themes. Rosalind will discuss about it a little later. Yeah, just continue from here. In the appearance is where I have all my themes, and I can change the themes, the one I prefer. And these, I have only 4 themes here in installed, but I can add more themes. WordPress, I can click here. Can you see the add button? Did you see the add button here? Add new. Look at my mouse. Add new, and I can show more themes here. These are the themes coming from the server. Web server, WordPress server, and has all these themes which I can install, and I can go more and more. I can go to popular themes, or I can go latest themes, or I can go for a, because it's my site is about books, so bookshop. I can search for a theme related to bookshop. So there are, it's loading the themes that's about bookshops. Here, this is a theme about shops. So some themes are free, some are not free. So you have to buy. Say these themes you can buy, you can install for free, but not all the features you will get. So you have to buy those from them. So once you buy those, then you will be able to have the full feature from there. So I'm going to use one theme which I like very much, which is Astra. Yeah, the Astra. I'm going to install this theme because I like this, because that has a lot of features. 4:30 already. Okay. So I have installed it. So installing is not good enough. You have to activate it. So I am activating it. And all these today's sessions is recorded, as I said before, in the Facebook. So you can go and revisit this. Yeah. If you're not getting it immediately, don't worry. You can revisit it. Before you activate this theme, you can see how this theme will look like on your website. So I can see how this theme will look like on my website. It's going to be look like this, because I don't have anything to show. So it's not very impressive, but still I want to use the theme so I can show you how it works. So the theme is there. I'm activating it. Now Astra is the current theme, right? Remember this, I used Astra, A-S-T-R-A. Okay, that's the theme I used. And I leave the theme section here as it is. I go back to the pages. While the themes are there, I go back to the pages. Do I have pages? I have only 2 pages, but these 2 pages are not my pages. Those are sample pages, isn't it? So if you are creating a site, then you have to create your pages. Like for example, if it's a company, then we will create a new page and we say about us. So this page is about my company, and you type, I like, we sell books to everyone, and we make money. Yeah, okay, that's my page. So I publish this page, publish. So about us page is there. So how many pages I have now? Can someone tell me?
5 pages?
I have 1, 2, 3 pages.
Ah, sorry.
Okay, so 3 pages you have. About us and help is here. I don't really want this page, so I am deleting this page. So I put it in trash. The privacy page is there, which is a gift from WordPress, because now by default the companies and everyone supposed to publish their privacy statement. So WordPress by default include this privacy page. If you want, you can keep it. If you want, you can modify it, or you don't want, you can come out from it. So you can delete it again, trash, right? So that's gone trash. But trashing doesn't mean that you lost things. If you can you see the trash folder here? You can go back and then you can restore. So it come back to pages here. Yeah, right now I have 2 pages, but when I go to my website, what's my website? The Astra, I have only 1 page here, say about us, and the home page here. The privacy page is not listed anywhere. Why? It's still showing draft. So the draft means the page is not yet published to the outside world. So that's the beauty of WordPress. Again, while you constructing something, while you modifying something, you can convert a published page to a draft page. So the draft page is only for admin to see, not outsiders to see. Once the draft page is going to publish live, then the outsiders can see that. Until then, they won't be able to see. Right. So that's all about the pages. And I'm going to get into my plugins now. Right. Plugins, as I mentioned before, in a house, you have a house. Okay. You have all these plugins. I don't need these any, but if I don't need, I can delete those, because these are plugins came with the original installation. So, but this plugin came with my my Astra installation, so I leave it. The plugins are something that you know what the meaning of plugins. You additional features, you add them. So the Astra, if you remember, the theme which you installed is what? Astra, A-S-T-R-A. So this Astra has a plugin called Astra Starter Pack. So I want to install that plugin. So I go to add new here again. So same add new we used for themes. So the themes, we add a new theme. So it was showing me all the themes. Now here I'm adding new plugins. So it's showing me all the plugins. So here there are variety of so many plugins. There are thousands and thousands of plugins which we are not going to use. Some of these are in WordPress, some of these are privately available. You can download as a commercial. You can download so many plugins freely available. Right now, the plugin I'm looking for is Astra. Because my theme is Astra, there is a plugin called Astra Starter. S-T-A-R-T-E-R, spelling mistake. Yeah. So here is a thing called Astra Starter Templates. So this one is useful plugin for the Astra. So because my theme is Astra, so I am going to install this plugin. I'll show you why. I have installed. Installing doesn't mean that the plugin is active. You have to activate it. Just follow this, even if you don't understand. So just getting the installation, the plugin, and then we are activating it. Now, start a template. So this is the name of the plugin I just installed, start a template. See the library? I can see the library of the plugins. Okay, this is asking one additional question. Which page builder? Page builder is a tool again that helps you to organize the page. So in a page, like you consider the page as your living room. So where you want the fridge, where you want the sofa, where you want the coffee table, where you want the television, all these you organize. So to organize, you manually push, right? But here You can't push like that. So for that, you use a tool, a page builder. So I'm going to use Elementor. I like the Elementor page builder. So I chose the page builder. Now these are the starter themes available. See, there are a variety of themes available. You still don't see any feature as yet, but I will show you that. So there are so many, and some are with agency, some are without agency. Whatever it says agency, those are not for free. So I want to see the free theme. So I will say, show me only the free themes. On the top, I have a drop down. There I can choose free themes, and I can choose what type of themes. Each theme has a purpose. Like, is it for a business theme, or is it for other, or is it for an e-commerce? So if you are thinking of e-commerce, you can say, show me all the e-commerce themes. So it will show you all the e-commerce theme. What's that noise? Somebody's shopping? Huh? Oh, okay. So the e-commerce themes, these are the e-commerce themes available. Suddenly you become an online retailer. So you can sell once you install this. So let's see, join the organic movement. Oh, this looks attractive. Um, so all these different variety of products suitable for themes. So shall we go for this one? It's like it's a plant shop. Yeah. So let's choose this. I want this theme. So these are the about us page will look like this, and contact us page will look like this. The home page will look like this. Yeah, I'm happy with this theme. Sorry. Okay, it's a mistake. Right. So I'm happy with this theme. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to import. So importing means, who's that? Whose iPhone is that? Okay. So I'm going to import themes. I can import the complete theme. So it will import everything, including the pictures and all those. Or I can import only the home template. Because I don't have anything in my site, I would like to import the complete site. So I can change according to my needs later. So because I'm running out of time, I'm importing the complete site. Yeah. Is it making sense? Anybody, any questions? What I did, I can just revisit quickly. What I did was, I went to the Astra starter package here, the starter template. If I come again from the beginning, I installed a new plugin called Astra starter template. I went to new, and then I searched for Astra starter, and then I entered, and it was giving me all, and it came with installed previously because it was not installed. Now it was installed, so it's already saying it's active. So you can't install again, isn't it? So it's already active. Now I came to my starter template. It was installed in my appearance starter template. Inside my starter template, it was showing all my themes available, different themes. So I am choosing free themes only. So it was showing me, and even on that, I was choosing a business or e-commerce, whichever you want. So this is the theme which I wanted. I liked it. So I want to select this. So I choose this, and then it gave me an option, two option, either import complete site or import the home page only. And in addition to that, it gave me one option called simply the preview the site. So if I click this, it will give me a preview. Say, this is how my site will looks like. Do you like it? I like it. It's a cool site. Feedback, contact us, lots of pages. This is testimonials. These are the products I can buy, and these three top categories of plants. Suddenly I can sell plants. Cool. It's okay, right? Come back, and then I want to import the complete site. Can you see this? Import complete site, or import home template only. So this template only will be imported, or complete site will be imported. So I'm installing complete site. So it's installing. The deleted previous, I didn't install anything, so it doesn't matter. Import everything, import. So installing the plugin Elementor first of all, because we chose Elementor to be our page building software. Then headers, footers, everything will be installed in 1 or 2 minutes. If you have any questions.
Yes, I have a question.
Yes.
So basically, like you know how your in the beginning your business was meant to be a bookshop, right?
Yeah.
And then the theme that you selected was totally plants. So like, if you want to change the photos, just what do you do?
Yeah.
Like you like the layout of the website, but you want to change the photos.
Exactly.
What do you do?
I will show you
Okay.
because it's still installing now.
Yeah. Okay.
So once installed, you just change the photos or change your business. Yes, that's one thing. The summer is coming, so you can go to pawn shop, buy some seeds and some pots, small pots. You know, for £1 you get 10 or 12 pots, and plant them and then sell them.
I think you should do that, Kishore Mama.
Yeah, I should do that. Yeah. Right. Let's see the site. It says successfully installed. This is the site. Before I see, okay, let's see the site. I can't wait to see. Wow. In no time. Actually it took me 10 minutes. But of course nothing is relevant, but at least the layout wise I am happy. Huh? But if I can find something suitable for books, then I would have even a lot closer to what I wanted exactly in the final
The
product.
entire thing is in Spanish.
Is
or
it?
something. It looks like it's in Spanish. I don't know.
Is it? I can't read Spanish, so if you say, I say yes.
It's in a different language. That's what I know.
Yeah, that's they this is the placeholder text. So they put languages in it depends on whatever the language they choose. Right. So this is my site. Now let's go back to our original place where we said all the pages are. Let's go to the pages and see. Ooh, see, lots of pages. They all created, and they all created with the help of Elementor. So this was my original page. I don't want this, so I trashed this. Move to trash. Right, so this Elementor, this is shopping cart, this is checkout page, this is again contact us, this is a front page, this is my account page, and this is privacy policy. This is a draft, so still you can't see. So these are some pages which I see. I can see my site. I can go. Yeah, Kishore Rahim, enter. So the site. So I go to store. When I go to store, it shows me different types of products I have. About us, it shows me about us.
This is the layout for InspireFM.
Sorry.
InspireFM's got this exact same layout pretty much.
Oh, you see where they're coming from.
Yeah, the layout is the same, but the pictures, everything is
Okay.
different.
So layout, you will see almost every site because you have you can only do certain things with layout. So pretty much same. So this it's here my account, and then you can see all the plants here. And instead of plants, it can be cakes.
Cakes.
Yeah, or cactus. This is the type of plants they put. So they specifically selling. Maybe this is one of their fast-moving products. So this could be a sale item, right? So this is kind of you know, I just demonstrated to you, or almost very close to a site that can sell online, right? So you immediately can make money. So if we have to design something like this, we can charge around £1,500 minimum to come up a site like this. So produce a site. So it's not that difficult once you know this, but there are certain things which you have to go and modify, the customizing part. Otherwise, it's pretty straightforward. So if it's a site that instead of your shop site, if you want it for your portfolio, so let's go back to the templates. Where's the appearance? And then starter templates. I want to look for a free portfolio. Where is that? Yoga instructor or a life coach or a personal fitness trainer or animal welfare or a dentist or a pet or an accountant site or a custom painting site, a fashion or retailer or car wash. So if you go, you can go to the corner car wash shop and then say, you want a website, give me 600 pounds, I'll do it for you. Or interior designer, if you do that, or if you are a plumber, if you are a barber shop owner, yeah, while you taking a haircut next time, make a business deal. For 10 years, you can have free haircut, right? Or an artist or a coach, right? Where's the portfolios? Construction site. So all these different makeup artist. If you are a makeup artist, yeah, you have sites with all these hotels, B&Bs. So all these are available. So wedding invitations, there's an invitation site. So variety of templates available. You can use the one that suits you, the one you like, and there are paid ones. These are all free ones. There are paid ones with even more features. But how much you have to pay? It's very minimal amount you have to pay. But only thing is, you have to do all these work. So you need to do a little bit. So if you are a restaurant, you use this template. If you are a nature lover, you use these templates, right? So a car wash or real estate. So which one we'll choose? Shall we choose something else compared to the other one? Windows, custom printing, dentist. You remember the dentist song now? Life coach, BBQ. Ooh, BBQ restaurant. Restaurant. It's not good because it's what do you call, fasting time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we don't want BBQ. So Learn Academy. I can't think of something. Let's go for these outdoor activities. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that one.
Right. So I want to install complete site, and I want this time I want to delete my previous because I don't want that. Any questions?
No.
Kishore Mama,
Roisin? Oh yeah, yes.
does WordPress use Python languages as well?
We don't need to worry about the languages here because it uses different varieties, Symfony and all those things. It doesn't use Python.
Okay.
Python is a recent language, but here it uses a variety of open source because the plugin can be built on any language. Roisin and is it Rosmin who asked previously?
I did, but I found it.
You found it. Well done. Is it from me or you searched online?
I searched online.
Hey, cheeky. Okay, well done. That's the greatest complimented insult to me. Great. Okay, that's fine. So this is online. Well done. That's how we should be. There are so much of resources available. Now see, the site is changed. Suddenly I changed my business. So this gives me another idea. I can be a seasonal business person. So when it's winter, I use this.
Oh.
And when it is summer, I use the plant. How good is it that?
What about autumn and spring then?
Autumn and spring, I have to find something else. Maybe selling umbrellas and raincoats. Yeah. So
Yeah, that's really good.
yeah.
That's a good idea for autumn.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so-
definitely.
Spring, maybe trampolines and stuff.
Well done. So you see, now you all know, you all got an idea and how to build the site and then change. Now let's see how can we change. So here, the one last bit I want to cover before we finish for today. If you want to edit these, Okay, say for example, home page, the about us page. Yeah, I want to edit. So what I do, edit with Elementor. You remember we chose this as the editing tool. So page building tool. So I click here. Right. So it's so easy. It's like working who we are, our mission. I click here and we bring the best ever. Yeah, see? And what is next? Our mission. What is our mission? Get the best customer
Provide the best customer satisfaction
for the affordable price. Yeah. Okay, great. Yeah, customer satisfaction. Yeah. So this one, just simply change it. You want to add something else or you want to change this photo, just click here. Once you click, you get this here. Click here, you have media library. Ooh, all these pictures are there. So I change this photo. I like this photo. Insert. Suddenly it's changed. What was the previous photo? I don't even remember. Yeah. Okay. So that the photo is changed now. Or you can change the font color. See, color, style. What's the typography or the color or the alignments? You need to spend a little time there to identify all these and then get the thing sorted. Yeah. Text color. So the color change. So it's it's straightforward, WYSIWYG. So what you see is what's going to come out. Once you do everything, make sure you update. Once you update, you can preview. See, can you see it's changed? The picture is changed. All these. Is making sense?
Yeah.
Right. So I have given you,
Yes.
I have given you the introduction. I hope you understood a bit, but to do all these, you need to have your own hosting space, which you may have to buy. I'm sorry, because no, they don't provide a hosting space with this so much facilities or flexibilities. So you may have to spend money on that with buying a domain and thing. But at least you know how these things are working, and there are free website building accounts available, domains where you can search for it and then you can create a free where they will advertise on the side panels. So you can use that to use even the wordpress.org. You can use it to create your own blogging sites. And if you are good in that, you can definitely do. And if any grown-ups looking into these tutorials, and if you are interested, you can buy your domain and then spend some money, get your business to next level. Especially a time like this with where everyone is home, online shopping is kind of becoming unavoidable. So this could be the time, inshallah. Okay, I think we have come to the time to close because we are fasting. I'm fasting, so I'm tired of talking 1.5 hours. If you have any questions, you can ask, please.
Assalamu alaikum, Uncle. I'd just like to say Jazakallah khair again, a very informative session. I'm
Thank
sure everybody enjoyed it and really looking forward to the next one,
Oh,
inshallah.
one more. Oh no. Okay.
I'm hoping there's going to be more.
Yeah, we can begin. The website web development doesn't finish. So even next one maybe we can look into changing more of these. Hopefully, inshallah. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. Yes. Yes, Rosmin.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Okay, everyone. So we'll finish it. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika. Ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. The recordings of today's session is available in the Facebook page, as I mentioned earlier. If you go to sleep.org, sorry, facebook.com/Sleep UK official, you'll be able to see this again. Yeah. Okay. Bye. Allah Hafiz.
Assalamualaikum.
Walaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.